Yeah, we back. Now, hopefully today's going to be a quick video. One of the homies came into my comment section this morning. He was like, you know, yeah, Cynthia G says this and that. And bro, I can't even disagree. And I had to really break it down to the brother. And I felt that I had to make a video discussing this topic as well. So take a look up on the screen, man. This brother right here said, Cynthia G was on a podcast and she explained why she bashes black men. I can't remember everything she said, but some of the things was, white men have a patriarchy. Where is ours? Meaning we have no power. Number 2, we are constantly being dominated by white men. Number 3, how can we ask our women to submit when we're not giving them nothing to submit to? Meaning we don't have any resources or get any respect. To sum it all up, what she's saying is most of us don't have money, power, or respect. I don't rock with Cynthia G, but I couldn't disagree. And I came back to the brother at the bottom and I said this. So why are white women also in open rebellion against their men? Asian men, for example, also have a strong economy and a stronger family structure than white men, yet their women in Western countries also run into the arms of Europeans. Cynthia G is a typical pro-black divestor who wishes she could trade places with white women. Meanwhile, white women themselves don't even respect or obey their men in the traditional sense. They are modern women just like every other demographic of women in America. Traumatized divestors and women of color swirlers are the only groups who admire and venerate white men. White women reject white patriarchy. White women are the godmothers of feminism. The white man has all this alleged power, but he can't even keep his women in line. I'll do a video on this topic. Now, let's get into it, man. I don't know how the brother grew up. I don't know his upbringing or his background. And I gotta ask him, brother, if you agree with Cynthia G, did your father and grandfather and your great-grandfather, were they wealthy business magnates who had all this money and power? Were they connected up in government? Were they top of the top 1%? Do you come from that? I mean, you might come from that, maybe. Because me, I told y'all my story. I grew up going to private school. I grew up riding Benzes and all type of luxury shit the majority of my life, right? For the most part, right? I've been around black excellence, right? So this brother right here, maybe he comes from that line of black excellence. He might come from Jack and Jill Boulay, you know, he might come from that. I don't know. But in my opinion, most black people in general across the world, we come from humble backgrounds, bro. We come from humble beginnings. We are just regular salt of the earth people, man. Black people around the world are just regular folks, man. Regular folks sending their kids to school and just raising their kids, bro. That's it. Nothing fancy. And I also brought up the point of how come white women themselves are in open rebellion? Because you use the example of white men. They got all this power. They got all this prestige. But I hear white men on the internet making the same complaints about their women. Talking about their women is modern women. Their women are embracing modernity. They want to be independent women, do their own thing, get their own money, be free, travel, drink, smoke, have sex, be free, get abortions, all that type of shit, right? So if white men got all this power and prestige and patriarchy, how come they can't even keep their women in line? Y'all got to answer me that. And on top of that, if you say that money and power is the baseline to get basic respect from a woman, well, guess what, bro? Only 1% of the population around the world makes over $100,000, bro. I use $100,000 because 6 figures. They always talking about 6 figures, 6 figures. I need a man that makes 6 figures. Are you telling me only 1% of men in the world are eligible for basic respect from a woman? Because when I look around, I see men from humble beginnings getting respect from their women. Men who are farmers, men who are immigrants selling oranges and apples on the side of the road. How come those men are getting their respect? How come those men are getting their respect? They don't got no goddamn patriarchy. So what is it really, bro? And you've been following me for a long time, so you already know what I say. Everybody is a product of their environment, bro. Everybody is a product of their environment. When you see somebody, that is how they are cultivated to be. So when you see other women who operate in that traditional sense, that's because they were cultivated to be that. That's all it was. They could come from a shithole country, as Donald Trump says. But guess what? Those men still got their women in line with none of that power and prestige and patriarchy that you're talking about, because they cultivated the women to be that. That's what it is. And you already know that if you follow me. Also, bro, you cannot let these fake pro-black divestors try to run game on you and run circles around your mental, bro. Number one, they talk out both sides of their mouth. They talk about the white man got all this patriarchy and power and prestige. Number one, I told you, he can't even keep his women in line. And on top of that, what else does Cynthia G always say? They said a black man is running after the white woman. So listen, so the white man got all this power and prestige, but his woman is running off with the black man who got no power and prestige. So what is it really? What is it really, bro? You got to critically think, man. You got to critically think. You cannot let these women run game on you, bro. They are not that intelligent, bro. They are not that intelligent. The fact of the matter is this. The reason why black women in America and white women in America and every other woman in America is in open rebellion, as I like to say, is because American women, like I told you, I've been preaching from the rooftops, from the mountaintop. They're not cultivated to be these traditional women that you are looking for, right? Get over it, bruh. American women are not cultivated to be that traditional wife and mother that you are looking for. And just accept the facts. Just accept the fact of the matter. I'm not saying that's the case for every single female in the population, but I can say that's the case for the vast majority across several demographics, right? Because like I said, Everybody is a product of their environment. The women that you see in these nations, they are the way they are. They behave the way they are because of the cultural influences and the environmental influences and the societal influences. And all of that creates a combination that creates the woman that you see. And when you put all that together, you're going to get a woman who's more on the traditional side of the spectrum or on the more modern side of the spectrum. And in America, in Western nations in general, you're going to get women on the more modern side. They value individual freedom. They want to do whatever the hell they want to do. They're not really trying to sit around listening to you. These are what you call modern women. And like I said before on my channel, modern women need to be with modern men, and traditional men need to be with traditional women. Now, what is the modern man? The modern man is also a man who, listen, he don't provide and protect. That's old school. That's archaic. That's traditional bullshit. That's 1950s bullshit. A modern man, listen, he trying to have fun. He values individual freedom like the modern woman. He trying to have sex. He trying to smash. Listen, the modern man and the modern woman, they need to be together. And the traditional man and the traditional woman, they need to be together, right? Now, for example, going back to what I said about, this brother said, we don't have power and prestige in a patriarchy, and that's why we don't get no respect. So, brother, how come when you go to these black countries, these third world countries, how come when you go to these countries, the black men are getting their respect? They don't got millions of dollars in the bank. They don't got all this power and prestige and all this shit. They don't got Mercedes Benzes in the driveway. They don't got BMWs and Teslas and goddamn Audi A6s in the driveway. But when you look at the women, when you look at their daughters, they respect their fathers. They respect their brothers. They respect the men of their nation. Why is that? So listen, this talking point is not holding up to me. It's not holding up, man. It's not holding up. I could even use my own people as an example, bro. I'm from the shithole capital of the Western Hemisphere, bro. I'm from the shithole capital, as they always say, right? As Tariq Nasheed says and Donald Trump says. So listen, how come when you go to Haiti, right? If that's the case, the black men in Haiti should be getting no respect. We should be getting dogged out by our women, bro. They should just be going in on us 100 miles per hour. But they don't. How come? Why is that, bro? And going back to what I told you earlier, man. So you're telling me, let me know, do you come from top of the top 1%, black family in terms of wealth, income, and prestige? Or do you come from just a regular family? Like, did your father get respect? Did your grandfather get respect? What did he do for a living? Because let me tell you this, bro. My grandfather, he worked on a goddamn cruise ship. He wasn't no top 1% earner. Just a regular man, regular family, sending money back home, working on a cruise ship. And my grandmother raising the kids, sending them to school, making sure they go to church, handling business, bro. So you mean to tell me that my grandfather didn't deserve respect because he didn't have all this money and power and prestige? Now, going down to my father's generation, right? Now, my father, he comes from the bottom of society. My paternal side of the family, they come from humble backgrounds, bro. I'm talking about no electricity. I'm talking about using the bathroom in the outhouse, bro. I'm talking about, bro, from the bottom of the bottom, bro. From the bottom of the bottom. And my mother's side of the family, they were living up in the capital. They had money. They had big mansions. They had maids and domestics and all type of fly shit, right? So my mother, a city girl, ended up getting with my dad, a country boy, and they ended up coming to the United States together, building a family together, and running up that bag to a major level. I never seen my mother disrespect my father, raise her voice to my father, talk back to my father. Bro, I've never seen it. It's a complete foreign concept. I've never even seen men get disrespected until I came on social media as a grown teenager, bro. That was like the first time I seen it. Like, I never seen that shit before. Never seen my uncles get disrespected. Never seen my grandfather get disrespected. Never seen my father get disrespected, bro. It wasn't up until I got on social media and I was like, wait, black men get disrespected? Bro, that was a foreign concept to me, man. And I told you, I'm from the shithole capital. So according to you, we should be getting no respect, bro. We should be getting no respect. But the reason why we do get respect by our women is because it's not about any of that bullshit that you named. It's not about money, prestige, and none of that shit. It's because you cultivate women in a way, you socialize them in a way that when they grow up, they understand the basics, that they understand I have to respect my father, and therefore I have to respect my brother, and I have to respect the men in my nation. I have to love my nation. I have to love my ancestors. That is how you cultivate your women to be. I have to love my culture. You have to cultivate your women in that way, right? Now, when they come to the United States, right? When those women come to the United States and they adapt to the culture, they adapt to their environment. I told you, women, they're extremely skilled at adapting to their environment and their surroundings, right? So when they come to the United States and they get engulfed in the culture, yes, they're gonna pick up those influences, but the foundation of their programming is gonna come from their culture, their socialization, and being a product of their environment, right? And going back to what I said, women in America, regardless of race, the white woman, black woman, Spanish woman, whatever, right? It doesn't matter. You notice the difference when women come from other countries, right? Going back to what I said about the immigrants who come and sell fruits and come and sell food on the food truck on the side of the road. He don't got no power and prestige. He's selling sandwiches on the side of the street. But I guarantee his wife is down for him. I guarantee his wife ain't gonna disrespect him because those women were cultivated to be that. They were cultivated to be that way, bro. I remember I was watching a live stream with the good brother Pan-Africanism Strikes Back. He was in Kenya one time, right? He flew out to Kenya and he was talking about how you'll see, young black girls, 9, 10 years old, standing over the stove, cooking whole meals, you know what I mean? Getting it in with their grandma and their mom and their aunties, already getting it in. You know what I mean? Those women are being cultivated to be that way, bro. They being cultivated to be that traditional woman, bro. These things are made. These things are created. They're not born. You gotta breed these things into their behavior, bro. You gotta really train them up to be this way, bro. It's not an accident. It's not an accident. It's not about power and prestige or nothing. You think men in Kenya got all this power and prestige? No, but they women already know what it is, and they women already equipped to carry out the duty of wife and a mother from a very young age. They're already in training. And the fact of the matter is this, like I said before, the United States, it does not cultivate women with those personality traits. They cultivate women to go into corporate America, work 50, 60 hours a week, get drunk on the weekend, have sex through the week, pop pills, do drugs, take pictures, go on social media, travel, spend money, you know what I mean, drive nice cars, be independent, value their personal freedom over the collective benefit. That's the mentality that is cultivated into women in America, right? That's what it is. That's the American way. It's the American culture. It's not even about race. It's not about black women. It's not about white women. It's about American women. This is a national issue. This is a national culture that goes across multiple spectrums and demographics, bro. And in fact, I got an excellent comment in my comment section that really drives this point home. Take a look up on the screen. This brother came into my comment section. He said this: I'm Haitian American myself. I was raised traditionally Haitian with the 3 L's: house, school, and church. L'école, l'accueil, l'église. I used to think all Haitians operated this way until I got older and found out that these Haitian chicks that have been Americanized are no different than FBA women. I lie to you not. If you went to a traditional Haitian home and you are a boy, you got to sit in the couch with the plastic on it, and the family's daughters would come and bring you a drink in a saucer and then vanish. I thought this was normal growing up. And I died laughing. At the bottom, I was like, LOL, I was dying laughing, because that's a fact, bro. When you come up in that traditional environment, bro, the women are cultivated with these personality traits, bro. Like I said, I'm from Haiti, bro. I'm from the shithole capital, as they always say. You think, so by your terms, then we don't deserve no respect then. By your terms, then our women have license to dog us out, but they know better than to open a goddamn mouth and disrespect. That ain't happening. So like I said, bro, you cannot let these women outsmart you. Never let these women outsmart you, bro. Just ask them, okay, if the white man got all this patriarchy and he got all this shit, how come the white women themselves, the white women, is chasing after the black man, right? Where's the patriarchy and prestige? Where's the patriarchy at then? The patriarchy can't protect them? How come the white patriarchy cannot keep the white woman in line? How come the white woman is also a modern woman, rebelling against her men, just like the black woman? Why is that? Why is that? Why are the black man and the white man dealing with the same exact thing? Why is the black man and the white man on the internet complaining about the same exact thing? I should say the American black man and the American white man complaining about the same exact thing, because they are dealing with American women, bro. They are dealing with American women, and it's the cultural thing. It's a cultural thing. Don't let them make you believe that if you get the money and prestige, they're gonna magically become traditional. Like I said, remember what I told you. Pan-Africanism Strikes Back. He went to Kenya. He saw the young girls 9, 10 years old, 11 years old, already standing over the stove, already being cultivated to be traditional in that traditional way, right? Already getting the skills necessary to be a traditional woman, right? So let me tell you this. You think once you get the money and power, a woman like Cynthia G is just gonna magically start throwing on her kitchen apron and start cooking up all this fly shit? She gonna be traditional? They're gonna turn it on like a light switch? You think so, bro? You think they're gonna be able to turn it on like a light switch with no training? No training, no traditional background. They mamas wasn't traditional. They aunties was not traditional. They don't even come from traditional. They don't even come from a traditional lifestyle. A lot of those women talking all that bullshit in Cynthia G's audience, they come from broken, fucked up families, bro. Families that got tragic stories, bro. They don't come from no traditional stable background. They don't know shit about that, bro. Do not let these traumatized women, these heartbroken women, these bitter women try to run game on you, my brother. Do not let it happen. Like I said, women are a product of their environment, bro. And this environment is not cultivating them to be the traditional woman that you want them to be. It is what it is. Get over it. There are still cultures. There are still women out here, even in America, in some parts in America. It's going to be hard to find, but there are still women out here that are cultivated to be that, and just focus your energy on those women. Because those women, they are naturally that way. They are naturally that way. Whether their husband is a goddamn multi-billionaire or he's just a goddamn farmer, they're going to be traditional women, because that's how they are programmed to be. Now, anyways, man, it's your boy Neferkari Desalegn back in the building. Yes, indeed. And I'm gone. Peace. Cash App up on the screen. And I'm gone. Peace.